6 people were freed from a farmhouse in the Netherlands, where they were forced to live for the last several years, waiting for the world to end. The truly strange case came to light this past weekend when a disheveled-looking young man visited a pub in the Dutch province of Drenthe. After a few drinks, he revealed to the bartender that he had run away and needed help. According to the mysterious stranger, he and his 4 adult siblings were being kept captive in a nearby farmhouse awaiting the end of time, and that they desperately wanted out of the unsettling predicament. Police subsequently visited the residence and discovered that the family was indeed living in a secret series of subterranean rooms that could only be accessed by a staircase hidden behind a cupboard. Although it is uncertain as to how long the group had been there, the man who escaped told the bartender that his visit to the pub was the first time he had been outside in 9 years. Media reports out of the Netherlands indicated that the family managed to survive in near total isolation by way of their own vegetable garden, along with a goat and some geese, which, one imagines, made for rather nightmarish living conditions over such a prolonged period of time. The 5 siblings, as well as their bedridden father, were removed from the residence and are currently being cared for by the authorities. Meanwhile, a 58-year-old man who rented the residence was arrested for refusing to cooperate with investigators. To that end, a spokesperson for the police department conceded what exactly happened in the farmhouse is still very unclear. We are still exploring all possible scenarios. A recent video shows what appears to be the creepy moment a World War II-era ventriloquist doll moves on its own. In the footage, 1940s dummy known as Mr. Fritz is seen locked in a glass box, which creaks open before the doll begins moving his eyes and its mouth. Owner Michael Diamond claims the clip is real and made because he kept finding the case's door unlatched. "I wouldn't say I'm scared of Mr. Fritz, but I'm wary of it," he said. If you enjoyed that clip, check out this one from Penny Lane Bar in Nottingham. A chilling piece of footage from Canada features what appears to be a series of haunting howls coming from a forest, and some suspect that the eerie screams could have come from a Bigfoot. The strange scene reportedly occurred earlier this month as Star Gale Blackstar was grouse hunting with his wife and grandson at a rather remote wooded location around 30 miles from Sioux Lookout, Ontario. A bewildered witness says that the odd sounds lasted for around 5 minutes, but they were only able to film around 2 minutes of the weird event. In the footage, Stargell can be heard marveling, "Oh my god," as a number of unsettling howls repeatedly erupt out of a nearby forest. At one point in the video, Stargell's grandson starts crying, which we imagine was a worrisome moment, as the family probably would have preferred that whatever creature was behind the screams did not know they were there. Some observers have suggested that the animal in question was the legendary Sasquatch. Skeptical viewers argue that the howls could have come from a moose or some other prosaic animal. In celebration of Halloween, a museum in Minnesota has set out to crown the creepiest doll from their collection on unsettling figurines. According to a local media report, the odd contest comes courtesy of the History Center of Olmsted County, which is located in the city of Rochester. For the past week, the museum has been posting pictures of their various vintage dolls on their Facebook and Instagram accounts, declaring that the unnerving figurines are demanding to be let out of their boxes for some Halloween fun. The museum says that the doll with the most likes on social media will be declared the creepiest doll in Olmsted County. The winner of the dubious honor, as well as the runner-up, will be showcased at the museum on Halloween. Although the dolls are not necessarily haunted, they are undoubtedly haunting, as the passage of time has left the toys, many of which were created over a century ago, looking more than a little worse for wear, sporting chipped paint, unnerving eyes, lost limbs, and in some cases, actual human hair. The collection of vintage toys is rife with contenders for the title of the creepiest. One only wishes that the winner would move on to some kind of state or national competition, because we'd really love to see such a nightmarish showdown of creepy dolls from across the country.